Netflix has produced some awesome movies and TV shows that have scored major hits. House of Cards, Daredevil, and Stranger Things, and Orange is the New Black are some of the most loved shows. But of course, some shows are opposite, with terrible plots, bad acting, and silly scenarios. Welcome to BingeTv, and here are the top 10 worst Netflix original shows. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and to turn notifications on for more videos like this one. Without further ado, let's begin. 10th place, Chelsea Does. Chelsea Does is a Netflix original series that seems to suffer a lot. Chelsea Does follows comedian Chelsea Handler as she explores different subjects, including marriage, drugs, and Silicon Valley. She mostly sits around talking to her friends and family. The show is pretty lame, with only 4 episodes of the series, which were made for Netflix when it debuted in January 2016, and no plans for a second season of the show have been announced. 9th place, Marco Polo. Marco Polo is a big-budget Netflix series. Netflix spent nearly $100 million producing the first season of this historical drama, producing 10 episodes. The ambitious project ended up being a total flop. Viewers seemed indifferent while critics were harsh, labeling the show that follows Marco Polo through 13th century China as lifeless, sluggish, and empty. Critics said the show is a copy of A Game of Thrones. Though the series was a total disaster, Netflix didn't give up and tried to bring the second season of 10 episodes, which premiered on July 1st, 2016, and was officially canceled due to its bad performance. 8th place, Richie Rich. Richie Rich book source material was never that good to produce a show. This show received a lot of criticism online. Internet trolls had a field day with this Netflix original, which starred Jake Brennan as the world's richest kid. Richie Rich in this series is a self-made trillionaire and lives in a mansion filled with toys, contraptions, and a robot maid. The show is a terrible live-action Disney program. Richie Rich was a part of a partnership with DreamWorks to boost Netflix's original kids programs. It ran for 2 seasons before Netflix quietly canceled the program. 7th place, Between. Between is another weird Netflix original show. A sci-fi drama is about a pregnant teen in the small town of Pretty Lake who discovers that a plague has killed everybody over the age of 21. Between's episodes air on a week-by-week basis rather than being released all at once like almost every other Netflix original series. Critics and viewers don't seem to think that it's worth waiting for the next episode to land. Most reviewers criticize the series for lacking depth and any kind of interesting storyline. Still, the series has been renewed for a second season. 6th place, Flaked. The cast of Flaked is great. The news of Will Arnett reteaming with development creator Mitch Hurwitz for a Netflix original series got people excited, but the Netflix show proved to be a serious disappointment. The 8-episode first season of Flaked follows Arnett as a self-appointed guru named Chip who falls for the object of his best friend's desire. It's not that funny and not that dramatic. Flaked depicts grown men acting like children. There also doesn't seem to be enough of a story to justify an entire series, which might explain why it only has 8 episodes. 5th place, Grace and Frankie. Grace and Frankie is the story of Jane Fonda and Lily Tomlin. The 2 women try to pick up the pieces together after their husbands announce that they are gay lovers and have been having an affair behind their wives' backs for years. Grace and Frankie have received mixed reviews and fan criticism. Some critics claim that the show is well acted, while others say it suffers by trying to be a comedy. The second, more dramatic season seems to be getting a better reception than the first. But still, we wonder how long this show can continue given the advancing age of its stars and the fact that it can't seem to decide if it wants to make viewers laugh or cry. 4th place, Hemlock Grove. Hemlock Grove is a horror thriller show. The show is based on Brian McGreevy's novel. It examines the strange happenings in Hemlock Grove, a fictional town in Pennsylvania. Starring actors Bill Skarsgård and Landon Leboyrin, the show follows a wealthy heir and a newcomer to town as they work together to shed light on a series of brutal murders. Hemlock Grove was roasted by critics who called out the show for its poor acting and slow pace. Time magazine even named Hemlock Grove one of the worst 10 shows on television in 2013. Despite the widely criticized first season, the show was renewed for 2 more seasons before finally getting canceled. Third place, Iron Fist. Iron Fist is one of the worst Netflix original shows. Luke Cage squandered its strong first half with a meandering final batch of episodes that tested viewers' patience, but that series looks like a masterpiece compared to what came next. Iron Fist is a 13-hour slog filled with bad writing, shockingly poor fight scenes, and an absolute snooze fest of a lead character in Danny Rand. On the positive side, at least Iron Fist is largely devoid of essential material, meaning that viewers were able to easily skip it and still understand what was happening in the show. Second place, Real Rob. Real Rob is one of the worst things Netflix has produced. Rob Schneider has never exactly been at the top of the comedy pile. Almost nothing about this series works, from Schneider's over-reliance on playing into offensive stereotypes to featuring a lead character who is almost completely unlikable. With so many more talented comedians producing better, more insightful comedy series right now, Real Rob is about as inessential as it gets and is easily one of the worst shows. First place, Fuller House. Fuller House is the worst Netflix original show to date. Despite a wave of nostalgia sweeping across TV land, there was no reason to make a new version of the popular 1990s series Full House. Fuller House has nothing to offer except a melancholy appeal to die-hard Full House fans. The series follows the recently widowed DJ Tanner as she recruits her sister Stephanie and best friend Kimmy to help her raise her 3 sons. The series is full of bad jokes and silly scenarios. The Boston Globe wrote, "Fuller House never justifies its existence, let alone why the uninitiated should give it a chance." So what are your thoughts on these Netflix original shows? Let us know in the comments below. And while you're at it, make sure to leave us a like, share this video with your friends, and also subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one. We hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time for more.